The Ocean is a straightforward rock song with layered guitar rhythms and 4 guitar solos. The tone is just as straightforward, using our general settings on the plexitone with a small amount of short spring reverb. Phrase 1 of The Ocean begins on the 4th string, 5th fret. Pick and quickly hammer to the 7th fret. Repeat, back to the 5th fret, and play the 5th string 7 to the 6th string 8. The first time this is played, slide down the neck from the 8th fret. On other repetitions, just play the 8th fret with the quick mute. Return to the 5th string 5, 7 to 4th string 5, back to 5th string 5, 7 to 4th string 7, drop down to the 5th string 4, to the 4th string 7, to the 5th string 5, then 7 lightly muted, then repeat. Later in the song, Jimmy Page will play a rhythmic pattern on the 6th string 8th fret. Here, we play the opening riff, then palm mute the 6th string, 8th fret, and pick 7 times, and then drop down to the 7th fret once. Jimmy plays 2 overdubbed guitar tracks for the verse rhythm. So for phrase 2, we'll learn the open chords first, starting with a D5 power chord, 2nd string 3rd fret with the ring, 3rd string 2nd fret with the middle, and 4th string open. Strum 4 times and mute. Next is an open C5 on the 2nd string with the index, 1st fret, 3rd string is open, 4th string is not played. It is muted by the bottom of the skin on your ring finger, which will hold the 5th string 3rd fret. Strum 4 times, mute, drop down to A5, 3rd string 2nd and 4th string 2nd played by barring your index finger across both strings, and adding the 5th string open. Strum twice, then a quick change to G5. That's a 3rd string and 4th string open. The 5th string is not played, but is muted by the bottom skin of your middle finger, which holds the 6th string 3rd fret. Strum once and a quick change back to A5 and mute. Return to D5, play 4 times and mute. This rhythm is repeated for the first verse. And similar rhythms are played for following verses, but with slight variations. For example, Jimmy Page will often switch to full chords from time to time. In place of the D5, add the 1st string 2nd fret with your index finger and you have a D chord. Strum and mute. Then enhance the C5 by including the 1st string open. Strum and mute. Then add to the A5 by including the 2nd string 2nd fret with your finger bar. And you have an A major chord, which you strum once, switch to G5, strum once, and a quick change back to A, strum once. And mute. Back to D, strum 4 times, mute. Then slide the finger structure on strings 1, 2, and 3 up to the octave D and slide down. This octave D is on the 1st string 14 with the index, 2nd string 15 with the ring, and third string 15 with the middle. And a third variation for phrase 3 has us using the same power chords, D5, C5, double A, G5, A, back to D. But for the end tag, hold another D chord variation. Move up to the first and second string 10th fret with an index bar, and third string 11 with the middle. Holding this chord, pick and slide down the neck. The open chords, which we learned in phrase 2, ring out a bit more than the fretted chords and give a slight feedback that we can hear when listening to the original recording. Phrase 3 shows us tighter chords which Jimmy plays on an overdubbed guitar track. Starting with a D5, that's the 5th string 5th fret with the index, 4th string 7 with the ring, and 3rd string 7 with the pinky. The rhythm is played the same as the open chords, just in a higher position. So strum 4 times and mute, then drop down 2 frets to C5, frets 3, 5, and 5, strum then mute, move to a 6th string A5 with your index on 5, 5th string 7 with the ring, and 4th string 7 with the pinky, strum twice, lift your ring and pinky, and with your index finger barring the 5th fret, play strings 4 and 5 together, quick G5, then right back to A5. Next, slide up on the 6th string to the 5th fret, then switch back to the D5, strumming 3 times. So all together, you have the slide to the chord. For the next variation, use the same chords, D5, C5, a single A5, G5, A5, then D5 4 times. For the end tag, slide your barred ring finger up strings 2, 3, and 4 to the 19th fret and back down the neck. And a third variation for phrase 3 has us using the same chords, but for the end tag, hold another D chord variation. 2nd string 10 with the index, 3rd string 11 with the middle, and 4th string 12 with the ring. Pick and slide down the neck. The first of 4 guitar solos begins with phrase 4 playing unison bends. Hold the 2nd string 5th fret with the index and bend the 3rd string 7 with the ring. Repeat this bend and add vibrato. Holding the bend, pick the 3rd string 7 and release. Drop down to the 5th fret, then to the 4th string 7, 7. Phrase 5 begins on the 5th string 5, hammer to 7, to 4th string 5, to 3rd string 5, then to 4th string 7, then 7, slide all the way up to 14, to 3rd string 12, next is 2nd string 13, to 3rd string 14, 14, repeat, 2nd string 13, back to 14, 14. Then slide all the way up the neck, then down the neck, then up again. We began on the 2nd string for phrase 6, bending the 15th fret with the ring to the 1st string 15, 15, 15, back to 2nd string 15 while bent, release, then pull off to 13, to 3rd string 14, 14, and slide down the neck. On the 3rd string, slide your middle finger up to the 6th fret, to the 1st string 5 with the index, to 2nd string 8, 5, back to 8, played along with the 3rd string open, then mute the open string while applying vibrato to the fretted note. In phrase 7, we start on the 2nd string 5, to 3rd string 7 with a bend, release, and pull off to 5, 7, 5, to 4th string 5, 7, 7, to 5th string 5, hammer to 7, to 4th string 5, to 3rd string 5, back to 4th string 7, 7 with vibrato, to 3rd string 5, back to 7 with vibrato, to 3rd and 2nd string, 5 played with a finger bar, then back to 7 with vibrato. We wrap up the first solo with phrase 8 playing strings 2 and 3 with the finger bar on the 5th fret, to 4th string 7 with vibrato, up to the 3rd string 9 with the middle finger, 2nd string 8, 1st string 8, to 2nd string 10, 10, and slide up the neck. Bend the 2nd string 15 with the ring, and 1st string 15 with the pinky, and again on 15. Then repeat this riff for a total of 4 repetitions. End with the 2nd string 15 bend to a single 1st string 15. For the next guitar solo, the backing rhythm plays a D chord only strumming strings 1, 2, and 3. The strumming pattern is counted in triplets. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. Move this chord shape up 2 frets to play an E chord, first string 4, second string 5, and third string 4. Play the same triplet strumming pattern for E. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. Then repeat the rhythm, D to E, over and over again. For the second guitar solo, phrase 10 starts out with a partial D chord we learned earlier. First string 10, second string 10, and third string 11. Strum, then play first string 12 with a bend, 12 to 10, to second string 12 with a bend, 12 with vibrato, 10 to third string 11, to second string 12 bend, 12, 10 to third string 11, back to second string 12, to the third string 11, then pick second string 10 with vibrato. Phrase 11 begins with very random notes, almost purposely off time. Start with the second string 10 to third string 11 with a quick bend, 11 by itself, 9 with vibrato. Next we play another D chord, but we're adding the fourth string 12 with your ring. Strum, then go to first string 12 with a bend, 12 to 10, to second string 12 with a bend, 12 with vibrato, 10 to third string 11, and end on second string 10. Phrase 12 has us walk up the second string 12 with the index, slide up to 13, 14 with the middle, 15 bend with the ring, to first string 12, to second string 12 bend, 12, 10, to third string 11, back to second string 12, third string 11, to second string 10, hammer 12, 12, 10 with vibrato. To wrap up the second solo in phrase 13, we play the third string 11 with vibrato, 11 to 9, to fourth string 11, bar to third string 11, back to fourth string 11, to third string 9. Next, bend third string 11, 11 by itself, to 9 with vibrato, and a slide down the neck. After the solo, there's a break in the song. This is played a few times throughout and eventually ends the song. The rhythm guitar is played behind this section. It uses a 6-string A5 chord that we learned earlier. Frets 5, 7, and 7, strum twice. Then switch to the 5th string D5 we learned earlier. Frets 5, 7, and 7, strum twice. Then single notes on the 4th string 7 to 6 with vibrato. And repeat, 7 to 6 with vibrato. Another variation that is played is A5 to D5. Then up 2 frets, barring the 7th fret with your index. Strum strings 3 and 4. Then a quick switch to E5. 5th string 7, 4th string 9, and 3rd string 9. And again, the quick switch. And here it is with the tempo. During the solo breaks, phrase 15 starts off a lead fill that is played on the 3rd string sliding up to the 6th fret with the ring, to 4, stretch up to the 4th string 7, drop down to 6, on the 5th string slide up to 9, then 7, then the 6th string 9, then 7, and slide up and down the neck. The second time this is repeated, but without any slides. The second guitar plays a harmony over this lead fill. It is silent for the first run, but on the second run, play the 2nd string 10 to 9, 3rd string 11 to 9, to 4th string 11, 9, down 2 frets to 7, back to 9 with vibrato. And later in the song, both parts are played by the same guitar, this time with slides. So on the 3rd string, slide to 6, 4, 7, 6. On the 5th string, slide to 9, 7, 9, 7 on 6 with vibrato. For the second pass, slide to the 2nd string 10, to 9, 3rd string 11, 9, 4th string 11, 9, 7, 9 with vibrato. To start the 3rd guitar solo, in phrase 16, we double up on the 10th fret D chord, then bend the 1st string 12, hold the bend, pick 12 and release the bend, 12 again to 10, to the 2nd string 12, bend, 12, 10, 12, 10, to 3rd string 11, back to 2nd string 12, 10. Phrase 17 begins on the 2nd string 10 to 3rd string 11, 9, 11, 9. Then instead of fretting the 10th fret D chord, just lightly touch the strings to produce a string rake on strings 3, 2, and 1. To the 1st string 12 with a gradual bend, 12 to 10, to 2nd string 10, 12, 14, to 1st string 14 bend, 14, to 12 to second string 14. Phrase 18 wraps up the third solo on the first string 15 with a bend, 15 to second string 15 bend, 15 bend to first string 17 with the pinky, 16 with the ring, and 12 with the index. Repeat 3 more times. Phrase 19 uses a D chord, which we learned earlier in this lesson. Bar strings 1 and 2 on the 10th fret with the index finger, second string 11 with the middle, and third string 12 with the ring. This also moves up 2 frets to an E position and keeps rotating back between the D and the E. However, instead of strumming the chord, we're going to pick out notes and add some slides and hammer-ons and pull-offs. First, slide up to the D shape on the 4th string 12 to 3rd string 11 to 2nd string 10, hammer to 12, then 1st string 10 with a hammer pull. That's 10, hammer to 12, pull to 10. Back to 2nd string, 10, hammer, 12, pull to 10, to 3rd string 11, and slide up to the E shape on the 3rd string 13. 4th string 14, skip to the 2nd string 12, hammer to 14, to 1st string 12, hammer 14, pull back to 12, to 2nd string 12, hammer 14, pull to 12, back to 3rd string 13 and a slide down, to the D shape on the 3rd string 11, to the 4th string 12. Then skip to the 2nd string 10, hammer 12, to 1st string 10, hammer 12, pull to 10, to 2nd string 10, hammer 12, pull to 10, to 3rd string 11, slide up to E, 3rd string 13, to 4th string 14, skip to 2nd string 12, hammer 14, to 1st string, hammer pull 12, 14, 12, to 2nd string, hammer pull 12, 14, 12, to 3rd string 13, and repeat this whole section, sliding down to D, then slide up to E, To end the 4th guitar solo, phrase 20 has us bend the 3rd string 12 to an index bar on the 2nd string 10 and 1st string 10. This is played a total of 4 times. Then move up 2 frets bending the 3rd string 14 to 2nd string 12 to 1st string 12. Again, 14 bend to 12, 12. One more time, 14, 12, 12. And end with the 1st string 14th fret bend and a slide down the neck, and ultimately end the song by playing the lead break we learned in phrase 15.